Guardians loses it on Channel 5 for reporting on a ski mask in Palestine march, proceeds to go full elitist and hurl insults. Sounds like a mad-ass bitch to me. We got a mad-ass bitch on the internet? Imagine that!
My name is George Cheaty, spelled C-H-I-D-I. I'm a journalist. I write for The Guardian.
Oh, The Guardian?
Yeah. Big paper, London, 9th largest English language publication in the world, The Guardian.
Good.
Because I'm a legitimate journalist. Who are you?
I'm Saddam.
Saddam who?
Saddam from Channel
Saddam Hussein.
5.
Like local?
No, Channel 5 on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's your fucking problem?
I don't have a problem.
I think you do. I am staring at a man who claims to be a journalist.
No way it plays the combat music.
And will not identify themselves. You're a fuck up. Legitimate journalists will take issue with this. And once I'm done with all of this shit, George Cheaty, a journalist for The Guardian, I'm going to find out what the hell this bullshit is about.
Oh, I figure it out.
I will.
Yeah.
This is fucked up.
That's the best part.
It's about.
Oh, I figure it out.
I will.
Yeah.
This is fucked up. Your people are fucked up. The folks who are listening to this asshole are fucked up. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're giving this guy clicks.
We're here at the DNC. I got verbally assaulted by The Guardian. They told me to get a press pass. I got a press pass.
It's like homelessness, poverty.
Oh, bro, it's round 2.
Fuck you, fuck your mother. In fact, I got $20. I'll go fuck your mother.
Okay.
Maybe she'll give me $10 back.
Yo,
So that
that's
her
a
husband
Guardian,
can go
bro.
fucking walk.
That's a Guardian, bro.
Why does it?
You call my mom a hoe there?
Crazy, man. That's wild.
Bro.
People from The Guardian acting like that?
Crazy.
That's crazy as fuck.
I said, hey, bro, let's squash it. He told me you want to fuck my mom.
And then they upset because you're wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Do you see how they act when people come out here and protest for the truth? And then you see they got the gas mask on and shit for what? Like, man, like they ready? Like what the fuck? Ain't nobody did nothing. We just sitting here chanting, but it's a problem.
What the fuck happened? Now I want to know what happened with this. All right, I'll watch it. This is what the hell?
My name is George Cheaty, spelled C-H-I-D-I. I'm a journalist. I write for The Guardian.
So
The Guardian?
Yeah. Big paper,
I want to know how this started.
London, 9th largest English language publication in the world, The Guardian. Because I'm a legitimate journalist. Who are you?
I'm Saddam.
Saddam who?
Saddam from Channel 5.
Like local?
No, Channel 5 on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. What's your fucking problem?
I don't have a problem.
I think you do. I am staring at a man who claims to be a journalist and will not identify themselves. You're a fuck up. Legitimate journalists will take issue with this. And once I'm done with all of this shit, George Cheaty.
I like how there's like this idea that take issue with all of this and nobody's doing anything wrong. They're just standing around. Like nothing's going wrong. Nobody's being hurt. Nothing's being... People are just standing around.
Journalist for The Guardian. I'm going to find out what the hell this bullshit is about.
Oh, I figure it out.
I will.
Yeah.
This is fucked up. Your people are fucked up. The folks who are listening to this asshole are fucked up. You should be ashamed of yourself if you're giving this guy clicks.
Who is this guy?
We're here at the DNC. I got verbally assaulted by The Guardian. They told me to get a press pass. I got a press pass.
Channel 5 is in the building in Chicago, yes! Right on. I wish there wasn't a genocide. I wish there wasn't 500,000 to a million people dead. I wish it's not real, was not a colonized state.
That's a good one. That really, like, that was... He cooked.
I wish 75 years of oppression didn't happen. As an Ashkenazi
Oh
Jew,
my
I know
God.
my family's past, and I wish that
I
none
really
of the
like that jacket. It's nice, man.
shit was going on because we wouldn't be here right now. The only thing that I'm happy about is that you're here.
How has it been for you, I guess, as a Jew, to stand alongside the Palestinian movement?
It took about 3 days for me to figure out that I didn't know what the hell I was talking about for the last 47 years.
Some of the images,
Jesus.
like this attack on a kibbutz called Be'eri, have already been widely seen.
And now I fully see where the white supremacy pyramid is, and it's Israel. You can't oppress people for that long and then expect them just to be happy about it. Somebody had to do something. Netanyahu knew it was happening. They knew for a year. Our CIA told them at least 4 days before.
But whenever I said that, everybody said I was crazy. But now we have this guy that looks way more credible than me. And look at this guy. Yeah, I fucking said this shit. Like, I'm the kind of person that I think that the CIA and the Mossad, I think the people that work at those companies and those places, I think they're really smart. I've talked to some of the guys that work at the FBI. These guys are really fucking smart. Like, this is not some kind of, like, moron, like, oh, they show up or whatever. Like, these guys really know what the fuck they're doing.
Egypt told them 4 days before they knew. So they wanted this to happen so they could take back all the land.
Yeah.
It's all their ambitions to get the land, to get Gaza. It's a prime real estate.
And also, Netanyahu's running from 3 federal indictments, and now he's just running
Looks
to
like
save
he's
his
running
life.
for U.S. president.
Last week we had a massacre at a school where 150
We got Dr.
was killed,
Doom.
dismembered, beheaded.
The floors covered with bodies, blood and limbs. Rescue officials say they found around 100 bodies.
Israel, for its part, accuses Hamas of hiding behind the civilian population.
Israel has accused Hamas of using civilians as human shields in Gaza.
And at the same day, we sent a $3.5 billion of weapons, 2,500 pounds of dumb bombs.
The US just the other day announcing that it was going to be releasing $3.5 billion worth of long-term military funding.
See, this is why they're mad, bro. This is why they're mad right here. Is that they're mad because these people refuse to get in line. They refuse to get on the, no, I wouldn't use that word. They will not toe the party line. They will not act the way that they're supposed to act. They will not, like, fall in line and choose the lesser of two evils. And thank God. Thank God. Finally, I wish more people did that. I do. How if it did? Yeah, they're pussies. Exactly. Yes. And so, because you see, they don't like Trump. They don't like Kamala. They don't like Biden. They don't like any of them.
$5 billion.
Look at this. Democrats fund the genocide. See, and these are people that are unhappy. And the reason why they're unhappy is that I think Democrats feel like they're entitled to these votes. They want them to say, you know what, still vote for us anyway. We're not going to represent you. We're not going to do what you want. We're not going to even pay lip service to what you want. But we still want to. We want you to vote for us. They're entitled, yeah. They're true libertarians, not the political party type of libertarians. I think that, like, it would be better for everybody. Like, I might not agree with everything that people in, like, this group are saying. And I think that sometimes they do take it a bit too far. But in general, I am more on their side than not. Just, you know, that's my personal opinion. You know, I talk about people not having biases, pretend like they don't have biases, but they do. I'm not pretending. Like, I do have a bias. That's what I think is happening. But however, I wish that we had like 5 other parties of people that are like this. Like, not just these people, but I wish that we had more perspectives. And I can tell you why people in The Guardian are getting mad. It's because they're not able to funnel people like cattle into 2 different slaughterhouses now. That's why they're mad.
worth of long-term military funding.
I'm not down with oppression. I've been fighting fascists all my life, and honestly, Israel's gone so far in the paint, they don't deserve to be a state anymore. One state, Palestine, where it was for 3,000 years, and everybody coexisted, including my cousins and my ancestors.
Arms embargo now, ceasefire now, and U.S. aid to Israel now.
Where are you from? Are you from Chicago?
I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
How do you feel about walls?
Oh, I have a lot to say about walls.
If Trump gets a chance to return, he's going to pick up exactly where he left off 4 years ago.
So Governor Walz is the biggest friend of genocide. He's the best friend of genocide. And
I thought she was talking about walls as in like Trump's wall for Mexico. Like, I'm sorry, like I thought I was like, walls, like what do you think about walls? Like, I mean, okay.
invests over $157 million of Minnesota state pension funds in Israeli companies. And now that's just Israeli companies. That's not also weapons manufacturers that are complicit in Israeli occupation.
The State Board of Investment, which Tim Walz currently chairs and has chaired for a while, has like $4.3 billion invested in corporations that are complicit in Israeli apartheid. There's 119 directly in Israeli corporations and Israeli bonds, and like 560 that go into Raytheon, Lockheed Martin.
You know, maybe what we need to do is we need to figure out a way that we can get through to like one of Trump's sons and have one of them play Metal Gear Rising or just Metal Gear Solid series. And then, you know how like they got Trump to like do the stream with Ada Ross? Maybe they could like play that and they'd be like, damn. Man, I think that we're fucking this up, man. Like, because look at, because this is kind of what happens, right? Yeah.
All those other weapons manufacturers.
So that's coming out of Minnesota taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, look at
right?
this.
Like, I live in Minnesota, and if I ever decide to be a public employee, that's going to be my pension funds. I'm actually part of a delegation of Palestinian Minnesotans that just had their meeting with Governor Walz canceled on the spot, as
For
in
what?
2 minutes before it was supposed to happen.
That's convenient for him. That way he doesn't have to do it. Pro-Palestine protesters gather outside rally hosted by Tim Walz.
After 10 months of him refusing to meet with us. And he met right away with the synagogues. He went out to a Stand With Israel rally right after October 7th. So he has capacity to check in on his constituents. It's just a matter of which constituents.
Democrats are portraying this week's Democratic National Convention as a changing of the political guard. President Joe Biden is expected to give a keynote speech with a symbolic handoff of his party leadership. And on the eve of the convention, though, thousands of protesters took
By
to
the way, it's actually crazy. Like, I saw this the other day, too. Listen to this.
Her story represents the best American story. And like many of our best presidents, she was also vice president. That's a joke.
See, I don't know why it's like I still have like a conspiracy theory that he was pretending to be retarded so he could stop getting forced to be in this role so he could fucking retire. And now that he doesn't have to do it again, now he can just go back to being normal and they can't try to push him to do anything. Like, that's gotta be it, man. Because it's like the moment that he said, I'm not running anymore, now it's like, it's like, yeah, some 4D chess. Yeah, the weights are off. Yeah, he's not stressed out about this anymore. He's not thinking about this anymore. Everything's fine. It's less pressure. Yeah, exactly. That was 20 seconds out of 5 minutes he was talking. Yeah, but you got to admit the fact that it was 20 seconds of him not saying something stupid. That's crazy. That's impressive. Like, wow. Because like, I've been spending the last 4 years listening to him talk. The 20 seconds resonated more. Yeah, it did.
Streets.
This is the doppelganger, though. I hate the doppelganger analogy. Because, like, you know what I hate about the doppelganger, like, conspiracy theory? Is that the implication of that is that there are instances where they think to themselves, let's bring out Stupid Joe for this one. Let's bring out Stupid. Like, why would you want to do that? Why Why would you want to have it? Just bring out Dark Brandon all the time. There are like situations where it's like, yeah, let's bring out the dumb one this time.
Town Chicago, the protest was organized by an organization.
Oh, wait, no, now it makes sense. Maybe it's because the fake Joe Biden is part of the Actors Guild, and it's an Actors Guild regulation that he only has to work a certain amount of hours. Oh, fuck, that's why. No, I just made sense out of it. Yeah, because they have all those regulations. Yeah, fuck. Damn.
That fights for abortion access and LGBTQ rights.
Everybody here but the Guardian. I'll tell you what.
What's up, guys? It's been a long night. I'm happy to announce this video is sponsored.
I'll tell you what.
What's up, guys? It's
Jesus. He's got that Walmart, you know, like that whole aisle that they have with like all those he got that. Damn.
been a long night. I'm happy to announce this video is sponsored by a dope company called Ground News. That's www.ground.news. It's a company and a service that helps you identify sensationalism and bias in news media as it unfolds. Their website and app actively combats misinformation by aggregating coverage from left to right in real time as things unfold. If you'd like to consider getting out of your echo chamber and hearing different perspectives. For instance, they have a page set up right now.
There's a huge market for this, by the way. Crazy market for this. Like I hope that I don't know if this is really what's gonna take it home. You know, if this is gonna be like the final draft. But there's a lot of people that are trying to do their best.
To breaking down news coverage from the Democratic National Convention with this thing right here, which I think is pretty cool, called the bias distribution table. So they take all these major news articles that are happening that have been published today or last night, and they basically rank them. So it kind of gives you an idea of how different sides of the political sphere are reacting to things as they're happening. So for fun, let's click on the right-wing one, the Gateway Pundit, see what it says. DNC convention day 1, lots of empty seats. Nobody cares about Kamala Harris.
Damn.
Let's click on a leftist publication called Democracy Now! It says Vietnam then and Gaza now. And it basically compares the 1968 Democratic National Convention Vietnam protests to the current march on DNC for Palestine. So if you're tuning into the DNC, I think now would be a good time for you to check out Ground News. So if you want to check it out, you can go to www.ground.news/channel 5 for 40%.
True, though, I don't think it's true because the Gulf of Tonkin is what really got people involved, and it wasn't an attack. That was perceived. Guys, the word's perceived as an attack on America. It's totally different.
Off of the Vantage subscription. Shout out to independent, nonpartisan news aggregates. www.ground.news.
Was that a false flag?
All right, back to the streets.
What do you think about Kamala Harris?
She wants to make it look like she's going to be different than Biden or different than Trump on the Palestinian issue, but I don't think she will. I think she's afraid of the Israel lobby.
And she has a history of supporting the U.S. special relationship with Israel and saying that Israel has a right to defend itself as it conducts its illegitimate operation in which it is an occupying entity bombing their occupied population and killing over 15,000 children.
The Fourth Geneva Convention, Article 49.
15,000 children so far.
Clearly states the occupying power shall not deport or transfer parts of its own civilian population into the territory it occupies. And the external occupation of Gaza was illegal under international law. They were under a blockade. Israel controlled all entry and exit of people and materials. 94 to 97% of the water was undrinkable. They practiced calorie restriction into Gaza. A high percentage of the children were anemic. There was a high percentage of unemployment in Gaza prior to October 7th, about 40-some-odd %, and that was related to the blockade. Also, journalists like yourselves in Gaza are being targeted.
140 Palestinian journalists have been killed since October the 7th and dozens wounded.
More journalists have been killed in Gaza than in World War II. In the Gaza war, where there's only 2
It's good to have somebody like this. This dude knows his shit, man. He really does. I didn't know a lot of this. Yeah.
3 million people, as well as
It's
medical
1,000% biased. No, I'm sure, like, by the way, I'm sure a lot of these people are going to present the data in a way that's beneficial to them. Like, obviously, they're going to present things in a way that makes Palestine look as good as possible and Israel look as bad as possible. Like, for sure, they're going to do that. Like, absolutely. Like, you go into it knowing that.
professionals are being incarcerated in the Israeli torture camps, and what is happening is collective punishment against the civilians of Gaza, and we won't stop until there's an end to the occupation.
If we don't get a ceasefire and an arms embargo overall, I don't think they're going to win the election. I think we get Trump again, and in a Trump presidency, the left actually fights. Democrats will do the same thing. They'll just fundraise. But at least the left will fight fascism.
See, this is the guy that they're scared of right here. They're scared of Mr. Sunglasses. This is the guy that we should all aspire to be like. Is that if we don't get what we want, we burn the motherfucker down. Because people's aversion or fear of the unknown is what allows them to be controlled. Now, I'm not saying we literally burn it down. I'm just saying you don't go into, like, you're given the option of going into 2 different slaughterhouses, and you say, I ain't fucking going to either one. Absolutely not.
Because right now we have fascism in the United States. You don't see any homeless people around here. Why? Because they're probably locked up. It's illegal to be homeless in the United States right now. Fascism is happening now. So you can't threaten us with Trump or any hypothetical fascism when it's already happening now.
So I'm here to tell the
That's
Democratic
a good point. I mean, I don't agree with that, but I think that, like, the logic, it makes sense.
Party and the Democratic candidates that their voters will no longer support.
It's against the law to commit suicide too, right? Yeah.
Aiding and abetting of genocide. It's no longer appropriate to say that you're just better than the other guy and that you're going to secure the progressive vote just because.
Kamala Harris, we're under no illusion that the Democrats or the Republicans could ever really do anything to help us. Even if, let's say, there was some nice person in there that wanted to, materially, they have different
I know why the Guardian guy got mad. He probably saw this Looney Tunes tie. And he said, you think that you're a journalist in a ski mask with a Looney Tunes tie and you're as special as me? This what set him the fuck off, bro. This Sylvester tie, yeah.
from us because they have backers from the biggest businesses in the world. We don't pay their bills. They're not going to listen to us. So we don't expect much out of Kamala or the DNC or anybody they put in that seat because regardless, they're going to enact the same policies.
We're constantly hearing vote for the lesser evil, but it's still evil, and I don't feel like supporting that. That's why I'm here.
That's it. And I think thank fucking God, bro. Like, I just hope I hope that they don't, at the last minute, I hope they don't last just like, okay, I'm just going to do it anyway. Because if there's enough people that do this, then everything changes. Thank fucking God, bro. This is a young guy. It's a young guy. And there's a bit of melancholy with this when I see a guy like this, because I was about this age when I voted third party in 2012, right? So I get it, but I hope that there's more people that feel this way. Yeah, he's there because he's a young guy. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, yo, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Fuck Nestle, bro.
Fuck Nestle.
Their CEO says that water shouldn't be a human right.
Uh-huh.
Fuck that.
Look it up. It's on Google and shit.
Crazy.
Wait, hold up, what?
Their CEO says that water shouldn't be a human right.
Oh, Nestle CEO? Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was Israel. I was like, no, that's true. He's right.
Fuck that.
Look it up. It's on Google and shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's it.
You made that shirt yourself?
Yes, I drew it. I just bought fabric markers at like Meijer and shit.
Yeah.
Easy.
Who do you feel most connected to?
Right now, I feel most connected to Sudan and Congo, who are also going through genocides of their own that are extremely, extremely connected to Israel. It's Israeli
I'm sure we're making money off of them.
companies that are putting them through this genocide. So I feel very much like we can't
I
continue
think
with our.
that there's like a degree of argumentation that needs to be made for people, because like, I'm gonna be honest, like I don't really give a fuck about what's happening in Israel, the Congo, or Palestine. None of these are my problem. Like, I think it's bad what's happening over there, but like, I'm not emotionally affected, and I'm not gonna make a decision based off of those emotions because of it. I don't really care about them because I don't know who they are. I don't have anything to do with them. It doesn't really matter to me. But you know what I think does matter to me, and I think it matters to a lot of other people, is the fact that our money is being spent on this. And like, it's being spent at a level that is astronomical. We're spending tremendous amounts, billions of dollars on this. And like, we're throwing the money away for fucking what? What's the reason for this? And I think that like, this messaging is great for people that are, you know, they're emotionally charged. I'm not an emotionally charged person, at least unless I'm playing a video game that's making me mad. But when I hear that my money is going to spend, we want to change an election in Zimbabwe, we want to go and influence things in the Congo. What about Rufus, who's living on the bridge? Why don't we buy Rufus a house? Why don't we just go get him a house? Fuck them. Fuck them, man. Buy Rufus a fucking house. Yeah, like, what's this? I don't want to hear this shit. It's the war economy. Yeah, as I said, man. That's the way I see it. That's where I'm at. That's communism, though? Communism is when you spend the tax money on the people that pay taxes. You see, the only way we can truly have capitalism is if we pay our tax money and we send it to another country to kill people. Yeah, that's the only way that we can truly have, like, that's the only way capitalism can truly exist. How are people so stupid? It's because they're in one slaughterhouse. That's why. Rufus doesn't matter. That's sadly the truth of the world. Yeah, but guess who else doesn't matter? The people over in the Congo. Like, you want to talk like that, that's fine. You want to say they don't fucking matter? I say none of them fucking matter. But the truth is that Rufus's dad, Rufus's grandfather, Rufus's mother, Rufus's cousin, or his brother, or his uncle paid fucking taxes probably for years and years and years of their lives. And they paid all of that money into the system, and that system should be ethically made to take care of Rufus. Because that's what they paid into. That's what they were paying for. That's the reality. And is it not a betrayal of their trust and their money and their patriotism to take their money that they give to the government? Not willingly, to be fair, but they do give to the government every year, and to give it to somebody that's not even the people that live there. What if they're illegal? Well, kick them the fuck out. Get them out of here. Yeah, easy. Like, yeah, what do you mean? It's not complicated. Like, it's really not. Like, how many of y'all, like, how many of y'all, like, how many of y'all agree with this? Like, what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like, yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people that feel this way. They make even more money when on taxes. They're using that money to fuck shit up in other countries. It doesn't matter. It's not the point. Government, but what I'm saying isn't that the government's role isn't to take care of you, and that's not why we pay taxes. You're naive and ignorant of U.S. history. They don't give anything. They are taken. That's not true. You have Social Security. Like, you talk to somebody who's 73, they're going to tell you that's not true. See, everybody thinks like this. You know who else thought like this? Ayn Rand. You know what else she did? She took Social Security. See, like, you don't really believe that. You don't really think like that. Like, you know, like, again, any investigation into this. Oh, she wrote Atlas Shrugged, big libertarian thinker. I respect some of the things she said. And like, I think that, yeah, I mean, it's not like she's wrong about everything. But what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, like, it's not really true. It's not. Why wouldn't you take it if you were forced to pay into your whole life? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Usually have a broad look at things, so I'm really surprised you don't understand the geopolitics and the value of essentially having a 51st state in the Middle East. If we have a 51st state in the Middle East, then I think that we should... so, like, if you want to talk about we have a 51st state in the Middle East, okay, fine. Well, why don't we start telling them what to do instead of the other way around? Fine. Okay.
Struggle without mentioning the people of Congo and Sudan, but also
The whole Epstein thing was about blackmail. They would get you having sex with a kid, then we own you, we operate you, we'll pay you well.
I really hate the logic that, like, somebody just accidentally has sex with a kid. The people that are doing that and involved with that are sick. They're sick and disgusting. And they're blackmailed, but they deserve to be blackmailed.
What we say, and if you turn on us, we'll kill you.
Good.
You know, so we're just trying to really ease the temperature back a little bit. This aggression will not stand, man.
What aggression?
In Israel, there's a lot of aggression there.
It's a moral imperative to be here today because you can't stand by and
That's
watch
me, not
the
you.
body
Sorry
count
about that.
rack up daily without coming out and saying something.
From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free!
We feel betrayed by the democratic machine. A lot of the Muslim Palestinian community voted Democrat, and the Democrats are failing us. And free Palestine! My family is still there, and they're afraid for they're being their kids, even in the West Bank. Their kids are being attacked wherever they go. I mean, you can be attacked and you can be killed just any minute. That's in the West Bank where there is no Hamas.
The West Bank is completely sealed off by apartheid walls, checkpoints, even without the...
Anybody who's going and saying to me, like, this isn't our problem, I agree with you. I don't give a fuck what happens over there. But if we're spending money on it, making it happen, I say let's stop giving them fucking money. Let's stop paying for it. They can blow each other up all day. I don't care. But I don't want to pay for it.
Checkpoints and walls. Like, Israeli settlers would hide in the roads and put rocks in the road to prevent Palestinians from crossing. And when the Palestinians would stop, they'd come and beat them. They'd set things on fire, houses, businesses on fire, with the protection of the IDF. And it's just terrible over there.
We can't really enjoy our families here because you feel guilty to really live normal. And
fuck Kamala Harris. She's a genocidal piece of shit cop that doesn't deserve to be here.
She's like really weird, you know, so it's like she's not funny.
Bro, you got Rey Mysterio? Oh, fuck. You got the Avengers.
She's unintentionally funny to laugh at, you feel me?
They don't care about black and brown people. As long as they get their funding, their money, and the interest groups continues to fund them, they're going to decide and do whatever that interest group tells them to.
Can I ask you what your patches mean?
Sure, this is Hamas. This is Hezbollah. These are resistance, legitimate resistance movements that are fighting for Palestinian rights, that are fighting for justice.
The way that they fight for Palestinian rights is they go to Israel and they kill civilians. This is a really good way of fighting for their rights, yet killing unarmed civilians. Really good way of doing it.
And all the women across the globe who are affected by U.S. and Western imperialism. You know, Gaza, for example.
Again, remember what I said. We need to get the fuck out of there. Like, no, man. Like, you're not gonna figure this problem out. Like, no, I don't want to be involved with this shit. Like, get the fuck this.
Women in Gaza don't have reproductive justice because they don't even have basic health care. They don't have basic human rights, right? You know, there's bombs dropping on them every single day. So if in the United States we want to demand reproductive justice here, we need to also be demanding reproductive justice for the women in Gaza.
Workers of the world unite. We have nothing to lose but our chains, a world to win. Join the Revolutionary Communist International wherever you are. And watch Channel 5.
Thank you, man.
Think about everything terrible in this world. It always goes back to money. A communist America, you're going to see basically the eradication of things like homelessness, poverty.
Fuck you, fuck your mother. In fact, I got 20 bucks. I'll go fuck your mother. Okay. Like, maybe that's.
I mean, guy's a retard, right? But I mean, like, hey, you know, he got a right to be a retard. Everybody's got a right to be a retard. It's okay. At least he's out there.
Maybe she'll give me 10 bucks back.
Yo,
so
that's a guardian, bro. That's a guardian, bro.
Why does it?
You call my mom a hoe there?
Crazy, dang. That's wild. Bro. People from the Guardian acting like that? That's crazy as fuck.
I said, hey, bro, let's squash it. He told me you want to fuck my mom.
And then they upset because you're wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Do you see how they act when people come out here and protest for the truth? And then you see they got the gas mask on and shit for what? Like, man, like they ready? Like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody did nothing. We just sitting here chanting. What? Like, man, like they ready?
I mean, to be fair, we can't say ain't nobody did nothing.
That's for the truth, and then you see they got the gas mask on and shit for what?
What's this? What's this?
Man, like
where's this? Ain't nobody did nothing. Now, except for throwing the signs. No, you should not be throwing shit at the police officers. The fuck's wrong with you? The hell is this? W editing Channel 5? Yes, by the way, absolute W editing. We didn't do nothing, and there's clips of them throwing things at the police officers. Yes, absolute W editing.
They ready? Like, what the fuck? Ain't nobody did nothing. We just sitting here chanting.
Right.
But it's a problem.
They're ready. They were getting ready to use chemical weapons on a bunch of fucking citizens who care about what this country's doing. They want to fucking hurt us and put us down instead of listening to us. They know we don't have any other fucking options. It's just fucking Harris or a goddamn crazy fascist. And the moment we stand up for ourselves and try and say some shit about it, they try and fucking gas us. What type of bullshit is that? Fuck that shit. We should have more options in this fucking country than a fucking cop and a fucking fascist.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine.
Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best number.
And I guess that's the video, isn't it? Man, what a great video. Holy shit. Broken Logic? Hey, listen. The thing is that here's the way I look at it. I hear the last guy and the communist guy, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, this guy's an idiot, right? He an idiot. He a dumb idiot, right? Nothing really worth taking seriously or think about or whatever. But it doesn't really matter to me as much as people that really, like, they're actually trying to go out of their way to be involved, right? They're trying to go out of their way to do something. And to me, that matters a lot more than anything else. The last guy's an agent provocateur. Well, I think that you could just say that about anybody who's doing whatever. Those people always complain about anything. Yeah, so it's like, you can always look and see, like, the way that people talk about this, and it's a bunch of spoiled idiots repeating Iranian propaganda they hear on TikTok. Yeah, but at least, like, I mean, the thing is that, is it really that much worse than the people that are repeating Israeli propaganda they hear on Fox News? I mean, I think that it's good to have at least different brands of thinking. I mean, and I think this is really what I think it is. I do. I think it's a big fucking problem. It's a huge fucking problem that every single decision is, there are two directions of every decision. There's not two directions of every decision. And so with these people, I hope that they don't relent. And even as somebody who, as I said, I don't agree with a lot of the things that they say, but I think it's important that they're out there saying them and they're fighting for it. That whether it's these guys, the Occupy Wall Street, the fucking Tea Party, any of that. Because if you have enough of those people and there's a critical mass of them, then things change. That's the reality. You get enough people like that and things change and you get what you want. No, absolutely yes. Abso-fucking-lutely yes. That's the way it works. You get enough people together and you can do anything that you want. That's just the way it is. Our French Revolution? Yeah, there we go. That's not really the same thing, but yeah. And I'll read a few of these. America ends with this generation? No, it doesn't. Throwing temper tantrums isn't democratic. It absolutely is. Like, it absolutely is democratic. It is the most democratic thing that you can fucking do. What do you mean? Like, it's... Like, that's... What do you think a debate is? So, a debate is like... So, it's your side that's the patriots, and the other side is the temper tantrum. Uh-huh. Protesting is not a temper tantrum. It's a fucking right. That's the way I see it, man. Watch the Dune gameplay. It's bad. I guess so. People care more about country 5K miles away than the problems we have on our home here. I get that. It's fair. It's very fair. It's absolutely fair. But overall, like, that Guardian journalist, bro, like, this guy?
George cheating.
Man, George? Why is he so mad? Like, why would you be so mad? Like, I've never seen somebody this mad. For what reason? What the hell is he mad for? Like, it's like he started out. There's a video. There. Make sure to give it a like. Like, I love Channel 5. I do. I'm a huge, huge fan. And that's it. He's clearly hangry. You think you give him some food, he stopped doing that? Maybe you're right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess Saddam's a better journalist. I think the reality, this is why people like that are getting mad. The reason why they're getting mad is because people like Channel 5 are destroying the market share that places like The Guardian have. And you're seeing like independent journalists, whether it's Channel 5, InfoWars, Hassan, like Destiny, Tim Pool, like, let me think of some other ones, The Young Turks. You're seeing all of these people are the same. And what they have in common is that they are a threat to establishment media. They're all the same. In the mind of establishment media, they are all the same. The quartering, even me. Even me. And so that's the way. They all suck. You might say they all suck, but that's it. They're all destroying corporate media. Yep, that's what matters. And I know that, like, listen, I gave a list, and I guarantee you nobody is going to agree with everybody on the list that I just gave. But I think the point is that they do have that one thing in common. PC Future Game Show in 25 minutes? Yeah, I'll look into that and see what's going on here. I will. And people want to outsource their thinking. I have a video. The share is 8 minutes. Yeah, I know that. I mean, you don't have to do that. I mean, I could have believed that immediately. Better than mainstream media? I mean, all I'm saying is that this guy, like, it's just that's why they're really mad. That's why they're upset. That's why they're getting pissed off. That's why they're crying, man.